Okay. The fifth category is just plain weird. How many of you would like to have Angelina Jolie to be the spokesperson for your cause? Anyone?
No.
What about Paris Hilton?
No.
What about Princess Mango of Yaxinic?
Sounds great.
She is a Yin World princess who promotes the cause of environmentalism, climate change, protecting the Amazon rainforest, and helping people in need. Yes, which is wonderful. And she's very transparent about what she does. She even put up a little financial breakdown of her monthly income, activity, expenses, which some nonprofit don't even do in Second Life. If you look at this, she made close to 4,000 linden from donation in world. So she spent about 570, so she has roughly 3,200 linden in world after that month's expense. The question is, where is that money going? Is she raising money for a cause, or she's using the name of charity to subsidize her role playing? And here's the question. How many of these avatars are out there in the world hijacking your purpose? Can you imagine her espousing the cause of homelessness? And so, but this is something you're going to see more and more. When people start building personalized brand, charity will be one of the causes they will espouse and hijack. It's not something I want to see back in this is coming nonetheless. Any question, any comment about the 5 models we've seen so far?
But she's not necessarily a rogue avatar, is she?
No, we don't know. She says she has a foundation, and the foundation is a reserved word. A nonprofit being classified as a foundation by IRS is slightly worse than being put into hell, because getting reclassified is quite difficult. So she says she claims she's a foundation that espouses the cause of rainforest environmentalism and helping need. We don't know where the money's going to. She's not, there, I checked the IRS registry. There is no such foundation by this name. So, and here's a question that the educational track raised. We are using the reserved word in Second Life without any consequence. If any one of us go out and say, well, I'm from the Fleche Xeno Foundation, there's a real life consequence because the government have reserved the word foundation for a specific type of entity and activity. Yet there's no such parallel consequence here. Who is to stop her from starting an avatar tomorrow and saying, I'm from Kidsbridge. I'm the fundraising agent for Kidsbridge in Second Life. How are you going to verify that? That's an issue. It's a minute one for the Linden map. They don't really care. I don't think they are putting any thoughts into that. As a nonprofit, we need to come up with a way to link up avatar with the organization, which TechSuit's meeting makes all the avatars to announce their organization name, their real name, and their location, which adds a layer of verification. So this is an issue people want to tackle later on.
Maybe NBC should invite her foundation to their meeting.
We should ask her to fund our trip to SLCC. The real problem is you don't have cuckoos. There are people who can take over your cause. They're going to misrepresent your organization for their personal gain. And in last year's Relay for Life, there was a case of identity theft, where someone placed an identical-looking print as the Relay for Life kiosk in several locations over the real Relay for Life kiosk. Thus, any donation gone into that box gone to the rogue avatar. These are things that's relatively benign, especially when somebody builds a whole SIM falsely representing another organization. What if tomorrow you walk into a SIM that says the MS Society of Wisconsin? How are you going to verify that? How many of you will actually pick up the phone, call the chapter of the Wisconsin MS Society and ask, do you have an in-world SIM? These kind of fraud, I think, is coming, especially when people realize how generous people could be in Second Life. I think without some sort of way to verify that you're truly from that organization, we are going to be facing this kind of fraud. And it doesn't do the charity any good to have their name besmirched either in print or in world. Right now, if I doubt whether or not Princess Xeno's foundation exists, I go to GuideStar, I can look up any foundation's tax return for the last 3 years. There's no such verification in the world. And that's going to be a problem because the amount of money we're going to generate in the world as a collective entity will go up and quick.